I, for one, have championed women in the house. Crikey! These girls won't get ahead in politics if they play the victim.
What kind of message does it send to our female voters?
I still don't understand what this has to do with me.
I'm getting to that. Did you ever see Mr. Miller touch Miss Khan?
No.
Grope or goose her?
No.
Grapple her or grip her?
No.
Chase her around a drinks table after the party conference?
Party conference 2014.
30th September, Tuesday, Tory Reform Group, the Hyatt Hotel, Allegro Room, after the President's midnight reception with Ken Clark. Ringing any bells? It was about 3 a.m. The room was empty, apart from the Right Honourable Member for Bedfordshire North East, dead drunk and asleep in a corner, and then you and Miss Khan and Mr. Miller. Shall I go on?
Do you want me to go through the questions with you?
I doubt you've even bothered to record my words accurately.
Well, you could always read your statement. It is your right.
For what? What's the point? We both already know that you've already made up your mind.
We assess each application fairly and thoroughly before we make a decision.
Oh, please. You've got me on trial for my life. This whole thing has been a dance. You got us in here trying to prove a negative, and for what? Your own sick satisfaction. You know, you keep us waiting for hours and then we're shunted into this drafty interview room so you can play bad cop. Why don't you shine a bright light in my face? Or better yet, let's go back to the 70s when you guys gave bride-to-be internal virginity
No,
tests.
you've not been singled out. These are the kind of questions that we ask all applicants. Your spouse would have been asked the same, maybe even worse.
Why don't you just be honest?
About what?
About what this primary purpose policy is really about. Your desire to keep black and brown people out.
Just doing my job.
And you're ruining my life in the process.
I'm going to have to ask you to calm down.
Phone bills going back for 2 years. Piles of photographs, receipts for this, receipts for that. Short of doing a lie detector test, I've done everything I can to prove that we're genuine, but still it's not enough for you. Is that a wedding ring? What would you do if someone's trying to separate you from your wife and ask you the most degraded and intrusive questions about your relationship? I am a married woman. I should be starting a family, picking out furniture and decorating with my husband. But instead, you're trying to keep us apart.
If you don't sign the form, your application will not be processed.
Who are you?
Just another angel waiting for a promotion. Come on.
An angel?
Yeah, I'm an angel.
You sure you got the right guy?
Hold on. Yep, manager says it's definitely you.
So this is like heaven.
Yeah.
Hard to tell, isn't it, with all the smog?
Well, that wasn't art doing, was it?
So why am I in heaven?
Heaven isn't just a place for people who have led a good life. It's also for people who, despite their circumstances, have done the best that they could, even if what their best could be seen in the eyes of the church and the law as bad. Okay? So, when migrants migrate into heaven,
How do I go back?
you don't go back.
But I need to see someone.
Well, I stalked them.
No! Watch over.
It's difficult.
But you can.
You have to make a sacrifice.
Like what?
Well, if you want to watch over someone, then you can never get into heaven.
But what if it was like just for 3 minutes or something?
What would you want to do?
Just talk.
It's not usually the protocol.
Can you have a word?
Hold on. Right, okay, I spoke to my manager, and he said that since you are a victim of political repression, you can go back for 3 minutes. But there are conditions.
Conditions?
Yeah, now, I know this is weird, but bear with me. God only allows us to visit someone that we can touch purely.
What, like a virgin?
No.
I need you to get a qualification.
What?
From now on, this school needs all teachers to possess a teaching qualification.
What are you talking about?
What part of this school needs all teachers to possess a teaching qualification don't you understand?
Every single part of it.
It's become a non-negotiable requirement.
Since when?
It's part of the new manifesto.
I don't do that.
Do what? Do what's required? Fine, leave.
Yeah, right.
Seriously, leave.
Me.
Who do you think you are?
I know what I do for these kids.
It's not enough.
Because it's not recorded in a folder.
It's not recorded anywhere, Max.
I'll write stuff down. I'll get my very own special folder.
The government has asked all teachers to gain a teaching qualification.
Come on, Gavin. I know we have our differences.
No, we don't.
Okay. I know you sometimes find some of my productions a little contemporary.
You're being rather unkind to the word
But
contemporary.
you
I'm-
speak to these
I know
kids.
what you bring to every single lesson.
Make me carry a certificate. I bring nothing.
You bring qualified status.
But I leave me outside the
It's not
gates.
about you.
It is
Oh,
me.
what, Max, it's not about you. It's about making sure that students are taught by someone who knows the difference between maths and English and can embed both into the teaching criteria.
I stand in that room and I help children learn about who they are and how brilliant it is to be them.
Well, from now on, they need to know the difference between an equation and a soliloquy and how brilliant it is to be able to recognise that difference.
What are you talking about? We're resisting. Listen, I don't want none of that talking here. When I'm ready to leave my home, I will walk out of these doors with my head held high and just trusting brighter days.
And when that time comes, I ain't letting them enter this flat and I ain't letting them take my mum nowhere.
Travis,
Mum, I used to watch you mopping up the hall, saying yes to whatever task was asked of you.
yes, and I did it with my head held high.
And Mummy, I loved you for that. I still love you for that. You did that for us.
And I'll do it again.
And I can't let you.
When I just came in here, what were you doing, Travis?
Don't worry.
What were you doing when I just came in here? I asked you a question. Nobody act like you can't hear me. I don't care how big you are, you know. I don't care
I had the
how...
afternoon off work. It was nice outside. There was a nice vibe. People were smiling and unified. There was kids running around on the grass, smiling, and they was waving these banners of words of defiance. Mothers were easy and they free, just kick back, proudly watching their kids. Activists at the age of like 3. Called up Rachel to see if I could pick up Jazz. She didn't answer, so I just kept walking. Mum, I see yuppies and Rasta men, Chinamen and roadmen together, marching for liberation, marching for some kind of recognition.